mate, how you doing? And welcome to my channel, and welcome to some Beam NG. Now this is an odd sort of game really. It's a racing driving sim, but it's got real physics. So when you crash the car, bits fly off, the metalwork crumples, and it's got just an absolute ton of mods. For example, I am driving around here in not a Fiesta XR2, wink wink, because it's just a mod, around a Top Gear test track. And it handles exactly like you would expect a Fiesta from the 90s to handle. It's proper twitchy at the rear end under braking, but it's just so much fun. But this game has lots of different scenarios and challenges, and I thought I would take you through some of them. So yeah, let's get on with it. Okay, so we jump straight in with, this is probably the 5th attempt of this bus challenge. They're all bus challenges, and we need to get down the hill, and then it turns into the speed movie. Now the first bit's not too bad. This is essentially just running back to the garage late at night when no one's on the bus. This is how I would drive the bus to get back. In fact, there was a particular bus route I did, the 246, and it went down a long hill, and then when you finished down the bottom you was away back to the garage, and you used to push it, maybe not handbrake it around corners. But yeah, in fact there's someone who actually watches my videos, a pal, and he stitched me up on the 246s probably 20 years ago now, and I still haven't forgotten. So if you're watching this, bruv, you know. Anyway, so this is where it starts to get a bit tricky the first time with the bomb. So we need to come around keeping it above 34 mile an hour. Just go a little bit below there. So we come down onto the freeway, and it took me a while to work out, that's why sort of half a dozen tries. This flatbed coming up on the motorway, we need to pull alongside it for the passengers to be able to jump off. Now, being British, of course, I'm expecting the doors to be on the left, but they're not. So try and cut back across to put the doors on the right hand side, end up trying to T-pack him. It just, yeah, make an absolute meal of it. But then we've got to build the speed back up, pull alongside him. Doesn't prove too much of an issue. And the passengers jumping off onto the back of the flatbed. Now we just need to find a place to get rid of the bus. And I'd already found on a previous attempt a place to go. I failed to get rid of my passengers. I jumped out, but 7 passengers died, which isn't a bad result for a shift. You know, you're driving in South London, things get dangerous. So yeah, down into the storm sewers, I suppose. Very Terminator 2 vibe down here. Get some speed up, and then put it away as we jump out. And a fantastic leap down into the storm drains, and you get to see the physics and the crumple, and yeah, you're not going to drive that away. So this challenge is just follow the lead car and keep up with it. Problem being, it's quite a long drag up the hill, and you're just trying to keep your speed up. That's not a particularly difficult one. It just took a couple of tries to work out where we were going. So yeah, so just a long drag up this hill now. We look at the interior, which to my mind is pretty good. It looks pretty good. I mean, it's not AAA standard, but it looks realistic enough, and the other camera views as well. I like this view. It's kind of difficult to view, see what you're doing, and this is a more interesting view. I think the third person view, as far as this game goes. There is a replay mode, and I've tried it, but my computer just kills over and dies every time I try and run it. So that's why I played this predominantly in third person. So just trying to keep the speed up around that corner and not wipe out the lamppost, which we just about manage. Now, they just leave me behind it. There's nothing you can do. It's an automatic. Foot down, no kick down. Just, yeah. We're just coming up on another tight left-hander here. Lose a bit too much speed, but the bus just wallows. And again, having driven buses in real life, this is how they feel. This is how they sound. They just wallow around. You can rag them about, but it's never going to be a sports car, is it? I suppose. We're starting to fall back a little bit from the lead car there, so we just got to keep it toe down. Some straight line action, taking liberties over the central reservation, and then up the slip road, and then gonna have to brake hard around this tight left. Again, it's so unresponsive. You have to turn before you get there because the steering lags a little, but not in a bad way. It feeds through into that sense that you're driving a big vehicle. I think that's the thing that's fun about this game, is that it's just the physics of it. It just feels so great. You spend hours. I mean, I play a lot of Automobilista too, and I absolutely love it. And this game, the UI is not great. It's a bit janky. You have to download mods. But if you've got a PC and you like driving games, it's definitely worth a go. It is a lot of fun. So this mission is pretty much finished. That was a fairly easy one, I think. I think that was the second or third time I tried. The next mission in the campaign got a little mad, to be honest. There's green screens up around the place because you are essentially a stunt driver, and you're driving through wreckage and burning stuff. It was quite tricky. This is, I think, the fourth attempt. Just managed to wipe the side of the bus out on the green screen. That really is quite a gaping wound in the side of the bus. Obviously, if you damage mechanical bits and pieces as well, like your drive shaft can snap, you lose all your drive. So you end up having to just reset the physics of the vehicle. Essentially, is the way you get out of it. As you can see there, we reversed back out of it and managed to drag one of the burning wrecks with us. And we managed to plough on through though, knocking them out of the way. Just this last little kind of hairpin loop to do. The bus is looking pretty beat up, and we failed. We didn't do it within a time limit. So I think another attempt. You know what we want to do. Yeah, so that went well. We'll try again, I think. Slice the side of the bus open again, but we're we're still moving. Take a wider line this time through here and try and weave our way through. That worked out very nicely. Now just round the loop. I got a bronze, I can live with that. Now this one turned out to be remarkably easy once I worked out how to turn on the boost. You can see just down in the bottom right corner of the screen there. And yeah, once that was firing, I got enough speed up the ramp and landed on the cars. Still didn't do enough to get gold. But I'm just loving the destruction we managed to wreak with the bus. Just sliding on top of those cars there. Now this level was tough and I was glad just to scrape by with a bronze, to be honest with you. Yeah, it was all about timing and I just couldn't get the timing right. So this was the best as far as this level went, and then I was happy to move on. This was the bit for the finale. I had to time it just right to land on top of the car, and it just never seemed to get it quite right. That was enough to get me through, and we've reached the last level, and it's just pure BeamNG silliness. We've got a jet-powered bus, and we're going up the big ramp. Just sit back and enjoy the ride. You know, I just couldn't resist one more retry. If you stuck around this long, thanks very much. A like and a subscribe is always appreciated. Anyway, bye for now.